Good morning, YouTube. Mammal Jammer here. Today, we'll be playing a different kind of game. One that I've never played. I don't know how many of you guys might have played it, but, you know, here's a little drawing though, first and foremost, before we get into this. Just a little friendly guy. And this is how I'm feeling today, you know? I'm just kind of drawing how I feel. So, before we get into this, just remember, like I always say, seek life and seek adventure. Alright. We're playing Seduce Me. It's a dating simulator. Hopefully, you guys enjoy. This is a fictional narrative. Any character resemblance to real life people are purely coincidental. Also, please know that the following game is made for PG-16 audiences. Please know that sexual violent themes are explored in this game. Trigger warnings, abuse, implied rape, and suicide. You have been warned. Whoa. Oh, please enjoy. Again.
Why, hello. My, aren't you a gorgeous sight? Can I be honored enough to know your name?
Well, that's a mysterious voice. One that I don't recognize. Oh. Let's just put in our name. Ooh. Oh, I can't fit Mammal Jammer 4413. That's unfortunate. So, I'll just use some random name. You know, to fit this mood of seduction. I don't know. Jeffrey? We could pick Jeffrey. Nah. See, I think... Well, I gotta come up with a name that, like, no one has. Oh. Nigel. That's a... Alright, we're gonna go with Nigel.
A lovely name. For a lovely person like you. Wonderful.
This game is on Steam.
Eric, do your job.
Whoa.
Very well. This game was produced by Seraphim Entertainment under the direction of Michaela Laws and is powered by Ren'Py Visual Novel Engine. We truly hope you'll enjoy this story. I know I'll enjoy it, since you'll be in it.
Whoa.
Eric.
Fine, fine. Farewell, my sweet.
Goodbye, Eric. Somewhere. This beat got funky. Ooh. It seems like someone's getting shot.
Come on! Is that all you got?
Wanna try me, asshole?
Okay, there's swear words. Ooh.
Crap! Missed.
Let's
Whoa.
retreat for now.
No kidding. Let's get out of here.
That's right. You better run, you stupid punks! Stay out of our territory!
Okay, this is already getting cool. And suspenseful. Call it fate or call it coincidence. That one moment of violence started a chain of events I will never forget.
This formula, created in the 70s, is one of the most important in the field of financial theory. It is used to calculate the price of European-style options and is widely used by option marketers, though there are some discrepancies that are now corrected with the modern viewpoint.
Ooh. Rain. It's been a long time since we've gotten rain around here. But it is the reason for it. It is the season for rainy weather, I'm sorry. So it's not exactly that surprising. Personally, I love the sound of it, the way the raindrops fell, like the soft tapping of fingers. It was so soothing. Even looking at the droplets hit the glass of the window was strangely calming. For this reason, I felt lucky for having a seat next to the window, though I did spend more time staring outside than I did paying attention in class. So it seems that we're this girl. Right here. Green eyes. Not bad looking, not bad looking. The lectures in class were pretty boring. Mrs. Phillips' voice wasn't soporific, but I just wasn't interested in what she was saying. And since it was the period right before lunch, all I could think about was doing other things in my free time. Honestly, I didn't really care much for economics. Sure, I had good grades in this class, but it was only because I read the textbook and did my assignments as I had to. I was only taking this class because it was mandatory. If it were up to me, I would probably have taken another course. Luckily, it was my senior year, so after this semester, it would mean the end of high school courses forever. Thank God for that. I didn't hate high school. It was just kind of mundane how the days drifted on as if there were no end to it. The only thing I really enjoyed about going to school was meeting my friends and hanging out with them, but that was kind of it. In short, I was done with high school. The start of second semester brought a note of finality to it. I had already applied to many universities the semester prior, and I was expecting replies sometime in the next few months. It seemed like the start of something new, something that would change. That is, if things could change. I stared at the faint outline of raindrops in the distance. For now, I was stuck in this class, in this prison.
Miss Anderson.
Mrs. Phillips' raised voice interrupted my train of thought. So it seems my name is Nigel Anderson. Pretty weird name. Just when I was thinking about class, I quickly turned my head to face the teacher. Hopefully she didn't pick me just because she noticed that I was spacing out. Yes, ma'am? See, I am Nigel. This is me. Alright. My name's not Nigel,
Would you care to
but
name the equation I set up on
my
the
character's
blackboard?
is. Oh. I think I read about that in the textbook last night. It should be. The Black-Scholes model formula.
Very good as always, Miss Anderson.
Thank you, Mrs. Phillips. Anderson. It followed me wherever I went. Most people didn't really know me by my first name, but rather my surname. No doubt since the surname was the trademark of the internationally famous and philanthropic Anderson Family Toys, and because the founder was my own grandfather. Suzu, one of my best friends, turned around and proudly gave me a punch to the shoulder. Oh.
Kick ass, girl.
Excuse me? From beside me I heard Naomi, another one of my best friends, clearing her throat in obvious disapproval of Suzu's choice of words.
She means good job.
Miss Capini,
Capini.
Oi!
Oh.
care to tell me who the creators of this formula were?
Wouldn't that be Scholes?
Some guys named Black and Scholes.
Yeah, shouldn't it?
Fisher Black and Myron Scholes.
Oh, so we got a little ass kisser.
Very good, Miss Patterson.
Show off.
Yeah, show off.
Better study next time, Suzu. Be like us and study once in a while.
Suzu rolled her eyes and slouched into her chair as Naomi gave her a small smirk. She always pouted when Naomi showed her up.
That's the end of today's lecture. Now, let's separate into groups and work on your projects. Remember, everything is due on Monday. Go ahead now.
Oh. Before I knew it, Suzu and Naomi had scooted their desks to align with mine, and we turned into the Three Musketeers. Whenever the teacher let the students decide on groups, we always grouped together in our little trio. It was a sheer stroke of luck that we all managed to be in the same class, so we had to at least take the opportunity and stick together as much as we could. Besides, we were most comfortable around each other than, say, compared to being around any other classmate. It just made sense for us to put our heads together for any kind of project. I took out the poster we were working on and rolled it open onto the 3 desks. We were pretty much finished with fulfilling the most of the guidelines for the project, though we did still have to add a few finishing touches here and there. After working on making the poster a bit prettier, we sat back and inspected our work to see what we still had to do. Naomi, as usual, was the first to look for any issues. She lightly tapped a pencil against her chin, staring intently on the project.
Alright, so let's see. We finished the budgeting section, the building leasing, and the cost for labor. What else do we need?
Suzu straightened up to look at the poster and stroked her chin. After a few seconds, her face brightened and she spoke up.
How about a company name?
Well, that's a good idea.
Huh? Did we really skip over that?
Of course we did. You always go straight into the logical statistics and stuff that you completely skip over the fact. We need a name for our project.
At least we caught it this time. What do we name it?
I hope I get to name it.
Not sure. What do you think?
Oh. It always came down to me. Whenever there was something to be named or titled, I was the master and ending decision, even when I didn't want to be.
I like Trinity Corporations.
That's not gonna be the name.
That is way too predictable. How about the Dragon Company?
So Suzu is an idiot.
What do dragons have to do with our project?
What? It's a totally unpredictable name. It's hot.
It's not hot.
But our company sells bubble gum.
See, I am agreeing with Naomi here.
Who said we can't produce spicy bubble gum?
What do you think?
Nigel. Oh,
Yeah. What do you think?
Nigel. I'm just gonna fill in Nigel whenever I can. Both of them looked at me expectantly, even though I wasn't quite sure myself. I didn't really want to choose sides, but if it were up to me, I would say, oh, I gotta pick it. I don't like Suzu. And, Suzu. I'm picking this one. Suzu can.
Fine. Be lame.
I'm not lame, Suzu. First of all, I'm not lame.
Alright, now that we've decided on a name, now what?
Second of all, never mind. As we ended our name game, a giggle scrambled in my thoughts. A giggle scrambled my thoughts, I'm sorry. It's 1:15 a.m. I'm not at my brightest. Lisette. Huh? Who was that?
Ignore it. It's just Lisette.
Lisette? Oh. I looked over my shoulder to see her laughing with her circle of friends, mostly comprised of popular people that were practically friends with everyone in the school. And as a result, everyone in the school knew them. In the center of it all was Lisette White. She sat with a posture that indicated she was still working, but that she also was ready to casually chat about her day. She had an endearing balance of charismatic and awkward, which was readily apparent when she first talked to someone. It was easy to make her smile and laugh, and she was quite the comedian as well. Basically, she was perfect. Not that she was like a robot or something, but she was the student that everyone else wanted to be. Lisette was bright, easygoing, and above all, had her future laid out right in front of her. Unlike the average student, she knew what she wanted to do after high school, and as a result, she was confident and ambitious, though sometimes it could rub a lot of people the wrong way. Moreover, I had known her ever since I was young, but it had ultimately resulted in a rivalry that continued today. Of course, my friends knew what was between us, and upon seeing me glance at her, they shifted their attention to her.
She doesn't even look like she's working, in my opinion.
She probably is, but she's too much of a stuck-up priss to allow herself to look like she's actually doing work.
Whoa. Okay. So my group of friends is the uncool ones, I'm guessing? The haters?
Oh, come on, Suzu. She may be a little off-putting, but she's not the giant priss that you're making her seem to be.
See, Naomi's right. Suzu,
The day she isn't a priss is the day I turn into you.
Suzu's just mean.
What's that supposed to mean?
Never mind.
Wow.
It's about time. Let's bail.
Yeah, let's bail. Ooh. See how she ran? Unsurprisingly, Suzu was the first out of the classroom, slinging her backpack over her shoulder with ease as she quickly strolled out the door.
Her seat isn't even closest to the exit, and she always manages to be the first one out of the door. I don't think I'll ever understand that.
Oh, I wish I was as fast as getting her out of here. Or me and you both, Naomi. I don't want to agree with Naomi, because I don't really like any of those two. Either of those two. Naomi folded her arms close to her chest, giving me a disappointed look.
Oh, not you too. She's turning you into a delinquent.
She's not turning me into anything. Look at my smile. That's not a delinquent smile. Haha, it's a joke, Naomi.
Well, it's not really funny.
Be like that then.
Man, you guys are slow. Are you coming or what?
Oh yeah, I'm coming.
We heard you the first time. Not everyone has rocket boosters attached to their legs when the bell rings.
Are you kidding me? That class was ridiculously boring. Even Miss Valedictorian here was dozing off a bit.
Valedictorian. Aha, I do have to admit I was spacing out. And just because I answered one question doesn't mean I'm automatically the valedictorian.
Okay, so it wasn't too interesting. But you should at least pay attention when Phillips is talking about the important parts.
Yeah.
So you finally admit it. We're finally on the same wavelength. Welcome to the club, Patterson.
Yeah, Naomi Patterson.
Please, don't call me by my last name. This isn't the classroom. And never in a million years will we ever see things eye to eye.
Despite this, they both burst out in laughter. Normally, anyone would think that opposites like them wouldn't ever associate with each other. But even though they were so different, their friendship somehow made a lot of sense. Maybe they were just perfect complements, or personality just didn't dictate the possibility of their friendship. After all, we three had been best friends since preschool.
Alright, so where are we heading to first? Cafeteria? I think we can all agree that we're really hungry, especially after hearing about our company's line of deliciously spicy bubblegum.
I don't want to eat, first of all.
Who would even buy that? I
Second of all,
wonder.
I'm not gonna let Suzu run this.
Me? I would pay good money to get a taste of it.
You do like spicy food after all. Look at me so happy. Oh. We entered the cafeteria, a bustling room filled with the aromas of different kinds of food. As we got in line, we ordered our meals and chatted freely.
Cajun fries and the spicy chicken burger for me. That's my definition of a good meal.
Cajun fries. That's... Suzu has good taste.
I'll take a tuna sandwich and some juice. You're probably going to need water or something to curb all that spicy flavor, Suzu.
Cajun's not spicy, idiot. Idiot, Naomi.
I can't be tamed by the likes of that. If it's spicy, then it's gotta be all or nothing.
I agree with Suzu.
crazy.
Hell yeah, I'm crazy.
Yeah.
I think I'm getting a migraine.
Yeah, hell yeah. I think I'll go with what Naomi's having. Mac and cheese and a soda. Well, I love Cajun. Might as well go spicy today. Once we got our food, we settled down at one of the empty tables, putting our backpacks aside to finally dig into the food. Suzu leaned back in her chair, tilting it back so she could rest her feet on the table by her food.
Alright then. Is there anything we want to talk about?
Bored already?
Not me.
I know. Let's talk about...
Someone's gonna interrupt her.
Say boys, and I will never speak to you ever again.
Alright. See, I'm on Suzu's side.
Aw, why not?
What's so interesting about talking about guys? It's not like any of us are gonna get boyfriends anytime soon.
Speak for yourself, Suzu. I'm here on a mission.
We don't know that. What if one of us does get a boyfriend?
Naomi's right.
Like that's going to happen, Naomi. Look at us. I'm a tiny Italian. You're a ditzy blonde.
Ditzy.
Hey!
Are they gonna describe me?
No offense. And Anderson here. Well, I guess she could land a boyfriend or girlfriend if she wants.
Or girlfriend.
Or girlfriend?
Oh?
She can be a lesbian if she wants.
See, Suzu's right. If Naomi...
True.
Yeah, Naomi better agree. That's okay, Suzu. I'm not sure I want a boyfriend yet.
Why not? It's our senior year. Might as well get a boyfriend.
Maybe she's just not interested in a relationship, Suzu.
Well... It really wasn't about wanting a relationship, but more of there was no one interesting enough to be in a relationship with. Don't get me wrong, I'm an open person, but there were not that many interesting guys in the school to go out with. Who knows? Time will tell. I said, Naomi looked at me wanting to continue the conversation. However, before she could speak, the speakers in the cafe started up and an announcement echoed through the cafeteria.
Miss Anderson, please come to the main office immediately. Please bring your things with you.
Alright, I'm getting checked out. That's pretty cool.
Oh my.
Why is she so broken?
Looks like our plans have been cut short. The men in white coats have finally come to get you.
Suzu, don't joke around. What if it's serious?
So Naomi's stuck up and Suzu's carefree.
Fine. If something happens, just call us.
Funny enough, something did happen. And it was certainly no laughing matter. I'm sorry. Cold. It was really cold. The rain became heavier that afternoon, accompanied by rolling thunder now and then. The skies had turned dark, though I couldn't see any of it under the black umbrella. Not that I was looking up. In fact, looking up was the exact opposite of what I wanted to do, which is to look down. I stared at the grass beneath my feet, unable to look up at the people weeping around me. All I could see was the damp grass underneath my feet. Only the monotone eulogies that floated through my ears reminded me that I was at a funeral. It was only when the speeches ended that I finally was able to raise my head. A small gathering of people, mostly made of relatives that I didn't even know were related to me, were huddled around a simple small grave. For a while, all I heard was the sound of raindrops and umbrellas. If it weren't raining, everything would probably be in heavy silence. I looked beside me, where my father was standing and holding up a large black umbrella for our small family of 3. His face was emotionless, a strange sight next to my weeping mother. I wondered what was going through his mind. After all, etched into the smooth gray tombstone before us was his father's name. And this is where we're going to end it for today, guys. I'm sorry, but it had to be done. So like I always say, remember to seek life and seek adventure. See you guys in the next video.